Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Seems a lot warmer than yesterday morning out there.
Yes, it is a lot warmer. We are in the 20s, right near 30 this morning, so we are a little bit warmer than freezing, and we'll warm up today. We will reach near 40 degrees this afternoon.
Yesterday morning it was just brutal.
Yeah, I think it was just cold all day yesterday because it was also kind of windy, so it was making it feel really cold outside. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We actually have some busier weather coming in. We are starting out this morning with a few light snow showers, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, but light snow showers are possible for all of us this morning. Very little accumulation. This turns over to a wintry mix this afternoon very briefly, especially for north and east of Utica. Could be seeing some slick spots, and then we turn over to all heavy rain tonight and to tomorrow as we warm up. But right now we are all just around 30 degrees, 31 degrees in Westmoreland and Earlville, and 30 degrees in Little Falls and Richfield Springs. So we do have a low pressure system coming in. We see some few light snow showers this morning. That turns into a mix this afternoon due to a warm front. It's starting to warm us up. That turns into heavy rain tonight and into tomorrow morning due to that warm front once again. Then a cold front passes through. That turns over the rain back to snow Friday late morning, early afternoon, and the snow on Friday is going to kind of be lake effect picking up as well, but very little accumulation is expected from this entire event. So for today, expect snow, then a mix, then some rain showers. It's going to be windy both today and tomorrow, and I will be getting a little bit more into this, into a little bit more detail coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police are investigating.
Welcome back. It's going to get pretty windy today and tomorrow. That is due to that low pressure system that's moving through, bringing some unsettled weather. It's also going to remain a little bit windy on Saturday as we dry out, and we will start to decrease in wind speed heading into Sunday, where it just will be breezy. But today, roads and sidewalks may be a little bit slippery. So we start out with a few lighter snow showers this morning, but we are going to be mostly dry on the sidewalks and the roads. For the afternoon, though, things may be a little bit icy, especially north and east of Utica. That's where the wintry mix will be the heaviest. And tonight we turn over to heavy rain, so everything is going to be wet and there may be ponding on the roadways. But the good news is that we dry out for the weekend. Overall, I would say a pretty nice weekend for January. Partly sunny skies on Saturday and mostly sunny skies on Sunday. We warm up a little bit more on Sunday as well, and we see windy conditions on Saturday, but it drops to just a breeze for Sunday. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. There has been a mail mix-up that's been
from Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with a few light snow showers, especially south of Utica this morning. We will see a wintry mix today, so things may be a little bit slippery this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavite Tower camera. As you can see, it is shaking at this point. So we are seeing cloudy skies, waking up a lot warmer than yesterday, and we are going to remain pretty windy both today and tomorrow as our unsettled weather starts to move through. So here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We can see a few snow flurries in the Mohawk Valley and north, a few light snow showers moving through at this point. This is due to a low pressure system approaching us. The warm front looks to move through later this afternoon, and that brings in the wintry mix as we start to warm up. As you can see here to the west of us, we are seeing some rain over there. So we will warm up a little bit more, and then really once we warm up tonight, it will turn into heavy rain, and that heavy rain will last overnight. Once again, this is due to this warm front that is moving through at this point. So that will warm us up, and then the cold front will closely follow tomorrow late morning, early afternoon, and that will turn us back to some snow showers before everything dries out for Saturday. So if you are commuting at all today, this morning should be fine, just seeing a few light snow showers, but for the evening, things may be still a little bit slippery from the wintry mix, but at that point, we are going to start to see that turn over to heavy rain, so ponding on the roadways is possible. Here's a look at our snowfall forecast for today. Very little accumulation, and any accumulation today is going to be washed away by the rain tonight and tomorrow morning. We have a trace to an inch for the Mohawk Valley and south, and north and east of Utica a little bit more. So up in the Adirondacks, Old Forge area, 1 to 3 inches, and we could be seeing some icy conditions along up that way as well. Then we turn into heavy rain tonight. The heaviest rain is going to fall once again north and east of Utica and an inch of rain is possible. Then once that clears out tomorrow, I would say late morning, early afternoon, that turns back over into some lake effect snow that picks up. So a trace to an inch is possible for most of us, with a little bit more up in Lewis County and the western northern part of Oneida County, including kind of the Old Forge area. And that snow is probably going to stick a little bit because we're not going to be seeing rain washing it away after the fact. But looking ahead to the weekend, we do finally dry out. We will be seeing much more comfortable weather. I would say a little bit windy on Saturday, but sunshine comes in for both Saturday and Sunday. So for today, expect a few light snow showers this morning, turning into a brief wintry mix this afternoon, especially north and east of Utica. Then we see heavy rain come in tonight as we warm up. Ponding on the roadways is definitely possible, so be careful of that. The rain continues tomorrow morning. Then we see the cold front moves through that drops our temperature pretty drastically, and we see some light lake effect snow on the back end. So for today, expect temperatures to reach near 40. We will be seeing snow, wintry mix, then rain. It's going to be windy as well. Rain continues overnight as we remain just around the same temperature as today. Tomorrow, that rain turns back over to some snow showers for a little bit. Then we dry out tomorrow night into the weekend with sunshine returning, Gary.
I can't believe how much warmer it is today than yesterday.
Yes, definitely a lot warmer this morning. We're right near 30 degrees. Yesterday, it was like 5 degrees.
Yeah, it was downright cold.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. The time now, 5:23. Coming up. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And it looks like some snow flurries on the radar over there.
Yes, we are seeing a few light snow showers this morning, and then we'll see wintry mix and rain later on. So, you know, all three today.
All three.
We'll get them all. Yeah. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 with Doppler radar. This morning, we are seeing a few light snow showers moving through. Very little to no accumulation is expected from this. And the warm front moves through today. So that turns us over to a wintry mix this afternoon as we start to warm up, and then heavy rain tonight into tomorrow morning. But right now we are already a lot warmer than yesterday, right around 30 degrees. We have 30 degrees in Little Falls and Whitesboro and 31 degrees in Richfield Springs and Earlville. So we see snow this morning, turns to a mix this afternoon as we start to warm up, so roads may be just a little bit slick at this time, especially north and east of Utica. Then we turn into heavy rain tonight through early tomorrow morning. The cold front closely follows. That drops our temperature tomorrow, and that turns the rain into some snow for tomorrow afternoon before we do dry out tomorrow evening. So for today and both tomorrow, it's going to be pretty windy. Today, though, we are going to be seeing snow, then wintry mix, then rain as we reach near 40 for the high temperature. I will be going a little bit more into detail on this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. New this
Welcome back. This morning we are starting out with a few light snow showers. Here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point they look to be in northern Oneida County, also south and east of Utica into southern Herkimer County. We will continue to see a few light snow showers until our temperature drops, and then it will turn into a wintry mix, or our temperature rises, I should say. So high temperatures today are going to reach the upper 30s, and then right near 40 degrees by tonight. Our temperature is actually going to continue to increase overnight, and we will continue to see heavier rain. The heavier rain continues for tomorrow morning. Then our temperature drops into the afternoon, and that's when we see a few light snow showers, and we are much cooler, still a little bit windy over the weekend because it is going to get pretty windy both today and tomorrow. If you are commuting anywhere, this morning should be fine. Just a few light snow showers and flurries in the air. For the afternoon, though, wintry mix, so it could be a little bit slick in some spots with heavy rain taking over in the evening and overnight. Into tomorrow morning, it could be a little bit slippery as well as our rain is switching back over to snow. Gary.
Watch out for those snowflakes over there.
Yes, I will.
Hannah, thanks. With alcohol-related deaths.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with a few light snow showers this morning, and a wintry mix is expected to come in this afternoon, causing things to be a little bit slippery. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Cloudy skies. You can see the camera shaking a little bit. It is going to get windy today, but it is going to feel a lot warmer than yesterday as our high temperatures reach right near 40 degrees. But we do have some unsettled and busy weather coming in. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, tracking a few light snow showers moving through. We see it north of Utica at this point in northern Oneida County, kind of moving towards southern Herkimer County. And we will continue to see light snow showers this morning until a warm front approaches us this afternoon. This warm front is going to change things over to a wintry mix, and then we will warm up even more, changing everything over to heavy rainfall. This is all due to this low pressure system just to the west of us. Once again, we have a warm front coming in first, changing everything over to heavy rain through tonight into tomorrow morning. Then the cold front that's attached to it moves through tomorrow early afternoon and changes everything back over to a little bit of snow. So if you are commuting at all today, this morning should be fine. Just seeing a few light snow showers, nothing really to worry about. But for the evening commute, things may still be a little bit slippery from the wintry mix, and we are going to be seeing heavier rain at the time, so ponding on the roadways could be a problem. Here's our snowfall forecast just for today to start. Very little snow accumulation with this, and anything that does stick to the ground definitely going to be washed away by heavy rain tonight. We are looking at a trace to an inch for the Mohawk Valley and south, a little bit extra up north, especially the Adirondacks, the Old Forge area, including Boonville, 1 to 3 inches, and it could get icy, especially north and east of Utica, could be a little bit icy because of that wintry mix. Then we see rain tonight. Heavy rain is possible, especially north and east of Utica once again. And we do have snow on the back end of this system starting tomorrow afternoon. Just a trace to an inch for most of us, and 1 to 2 inches specifically in Lewis County, as this snow is going to be lake effect. We do dry out for the weekend. Sunshine returns tomorrow and Sunday. We see cooler weather tomorrow. It's going to be windy, and on Sunday we will be seeing sunshine and we will warm up a little bit more. Snow showers continue this morning through the afternoon. A brief wintry mix is possible. The slippery spots being north and east of Utica. And then we see this heavy rain come in tonight, and that will last overnight with temperatures rising overnight as well. So we start out tomorrow morning with our high temperature right near 40 degrees. Then we will be seeing a change. We will drop in temperature as that cold front moves through, and lake effect snow possibly picking up on the back end as we remain very windy today and tomorrow. So windy conditions today, snow this morning, wintry mix, then heavy rain. And tonight the heavy rain continues overnight. Our temperature rises overnight as well. We remain windy tomorrow with that rain in the morning, turning over to lake effect snow. We dry out for the weekend, and we are much cooler and still a little bit windy, Gary.
So, not too bad of a morning for the kids this morning compared to yesterday.
Yes, today is a lot better, I would say. The only thing about this morning, though, yesterday it wasn't windy in the morning. It's a little bit windy this morning.
That's for sure. Hannah, thank you. The time now is 5:53. Still ahead on us. I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And after yesterday morning's single-digit temperatures today, it seems like a heat wave out there.
Yes, we are right around freezing this morning, which is a lot better. But it is still a little bit windy outside, so it may feel a little bit cold.
Yeah. To me, it just feels so warm today.
Yes, definitely, because yesterday I was freezing.
Yeah, it was rough.
So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing a few snow showers moving through this morning. The band is kind of moving towards the southeastern part, so we are moving through Oneida County into southern Herkimer County at this point. But light snow showers are possible for all of us this morning. This will turn over to a wintry mix this afternoon as we warm up due to a warm front, and then eventually to heavy rain tonight. Our sky watchers have us all just around freezing, 31 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton and 30 degrees in New Hartford. Looking to the south, we have 33 degrees in Cooperstown, Emerson, and in Lawrence. High temperatures today are actually going to reach right near 40 degrees. So we really warm up today, and that snow will turn to a mix as we start to warm up. That mix then turns over to heavy rain tonight through tomorrow. So any snow we get today definitely going to be washed away. Very little accumulation as well. And that rain tomorrow then turns back into some snow as a cold front moves through, with very little accumulation tomorrow as well. So for today, expect snow, wintry mix, then rain. It's going to be windy. Our temperature will continue to increase, and I will be talking a little bit more and go into a little bit more detail about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police are...
Welcome back. We are going to be seeing windy conditions pick up today as a low pressure system moves through, and it will remain windy tomorrow and Saturday as well, with winds starting to calm down for the beginning of next week. So So today we are going to be seeing some unsettled weather. It may be a little bit slippery outside on the sidewalks and the roads. This morning, though, we are mostly dry. A few light snow showers are possible. In the afternoon, we start to warm up. A wintry mix is possible. That may turn things a bit icy. And then we are going to be seeing heavy rain tonight. So sidewalks and the roads may be a little bit wet with ponding. The good news is that we dry out for the weekend. Partly sunny skies expected on Saturday. A lot cooler. Temperatures in the 20s and windy. We warm up a little bit more on Sunday, drop down to a breeze, and we see sunny skies. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Some residents in New Hartford haven't been receiving their mail for 3 months.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies, a few snow showers this morning, and a wintry mix comes in briefly this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are starting out warmer than yesterday, but as you can see, the camera is shaking. We are a little bit windy, and we will remain windy today and tomorrow with unsettled weather. Here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are seeing light snow showers, but it is a little bit heavier in the northern part of Oneida County. It is kind of moving towards the southeast. That's where the band is at this point. This looks to turn into a wintry mix early this afternoon as a warm front approaches us and drops our temperature. That changes this precipitation to wintry mix, so things may be a little bit icy this afternoon, but very quickly we turn into all heavy rain for tonight into tomorrow morning. That is due to this warm front that is approaching us. Our temperature will continue to rise overnight, and then there will be a cold front attached to this system that will follow tomorrow afternoon, turning us back to some snow showers. So if you are commuting this morning, everything should be fine. We are just seeing a few lighter snow showers. But for the evening, that's when we are going to be seeing heavy rain. Ponding is possible on the roadways along with slippery conditions because we do see a wintry mix beforehand. So for today, we are going to be seeing very little accumulation, and anything that happens today definitely won't stick because it will be washed away from the rain. Just a trace to an inch Mohawk Valley and south, a little bit more up in the Adirondacks and north and east of Utica, along with icy conditions up there as well, because that's where the wintry mix will be the heaviest. Into tomorrow after the rain, when we see some snow on the back end, this will be lake effect snow, so the heaviest of it is going to fall up in Lewis County. That's where the band looks to fall, including Boonville, Old Forge, and then we just do have a trace to an inch for the rest of us. Very little snow accumulation with this event. It just looks like things could be a little bit slick this afternoon, and then we are going to be seeing heavy rain tonight into tomorrow. We dry out for the weekend. We're still on the cooler side. Highs on Saturday in the 20s and the 30s on Sunday. But we are going to be seeing sunshine and dry conditions for both days. So for today, expect light snow showers to start this morning. A brief wintry mix is possible this afternoon with heavy rain coming in tonight and overnight through tomorrow. Our temperature is going to continue to rise overnight as well, and then we will drop in temperature tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon after that cold front moves through and brings in some light snow showers on the back end from lake effect. So for today, expect windy conditions, snow, a wintry mix, then rain. Tonight, the rain will continue and our temperature will rise overnight, still windy overnight. Tomorrow will remain windy as well, with rain in the morning turning into some light lake effect snow showers. We dry out to cooler weather and sunshine for the weekend, Gary.
Wow, some chilly temperatures overnight coming back.
Yes, I know. I'm not looking forward to them at all.
Hannah, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And you still got to bundle up this morning, but maybe not as much as yesterday.
Yes, yesterday was very cold. We are right around 30 degrees this morning. It's still a little bit windy, but it's feeling better.
I'm still feeling it from yesterday.
Yes, it was too cold for me. Too cold for me. Yeah. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few light snow showers to start this morning. It is moving towards the southeast, as you can see here, so it is moving through Oneida, through Herkimer County as well. So just be careful of that, but everything should be fine for the commute. We are going to be seeing that snow turn to a wintry mix today as we warm up due to a warm front. Skywatchers have us all just around 30 degrees this morning. We have 29 degrees in Inlet and 31 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 32 degrees in Hartwick and Milford and West Lawrence. So today we will be seeing that snow turn to a mix. That's due to a warm front that warms us up this afternoon, and then it warms us up even more, which turns that mix into heavy rain tonight through tomorrow morning. Then the cold front passes through. That changes over the rain to lake effect snow for the rest of the day tomorrow, but we are going to be seeing very little accumulation from this. So for today, just watch out for slick spots this afternoon. We do rain, wintry mix, and snow, wintry mix, and heavy rain. It's also going to be windy today. I will be getting a little bit more into detail about this coming up, Gary.
And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Hannah, thanks. New this morning, President.
Welcome back. This morning we are seeing a few snow showers. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is moving through northern Oneida County, Lewis County, and most of Herkimer County at this point. It's moving towards the southeast, and we will be seeing light snow showers this morning before this turns to a wintry mix as we warm up. A warm front is going to be approaching us. That brings our temperature to near 40 today, and it will continue to increase tonight into tomorrow morning with heavy rain coming in tonight and tomorrow morning. Then we will be seeing a cold front move through. That drops our temperature for tomorrow afternoon. That turns over the rain to some snow showers before drying out for the weekend. Much cooler on the weekend and a little bit windy as well. So if you are commuting at all today, I would say this morning should be fine. Just a few light snow showers, a wintry mix for the afternoon, and then we turn into heavy rain this evening and overnight. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. With alcohol-related deaths rising in recent years, there's a
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with windy conditions and a few light snow showers this morning. That will turn into a wintry mix this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. As you can see, it is shaking a little bit. We are going to be windy both today and tomorrow. Today, unsettled weather moves in. We start out with some snow, then a mixed precipitation, and then rain. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's going to be a little bit of a busy day. We are starting out with a few light snow showers. Little accumulation comes from this, and anything that does accumulate is definitely going to be washed over by rain later today. But before that, we see a wintry mix come in as we do start to warm up, and then the heavy rain will come in and last overnight. This is all due to a warm front that is approaching us. It starts off with a warm front that warms us up enough to give a wintry mix. Road conditions this afternoon may be a little bit slick, and then tomorrow a cold front will move through. So we see heavy rain tonight through tomorrow morning, and then once that cold front moves through, we move back into some snow showers. So Nala and her neighbor are kind of a little upset this morning that it is snowing. I know Nala likes to look at the snow, but she doesn't like the cold at all. Rosie's glaring at her from her bed this morning. Just a few light snow showers. Everything should be fine for the commute, though, and we are going to be seeing heavy rain later this evening. Conditions may be a little bit slippery too because of that wintry mix, so I would definitely just be careful driving through this evening. Ponding on the roadways is also possible. Today, very little snow accumulation. The heaviest of it is going to fall north and east of Utica, 1 to 3 inches, and that's where the wintry mix is going to be the heaviest as well, so it could be a little bit icy up there. For the rest of us, Mohawk Valley and south, just a trace to an inch until that heavy rain comes in tonight. We see heavy rain tonight. About an inch of rain of accumulation is possible. Ponding on the roadways is possible tonight and tomorrow morning. And tomorrow afternoon, that's when the cold front moves through. That changes over the rain back to snow as our temperature drops. The heaviest of it is going to fall up in Lewis County, Old Forge area, northwestern Oneida County, and that's due to that the snow is going to be lake effect. We will be seeing a trace to an inch elsewhere for the rest of us. For the weekend, we are also going to dry out, so that's good news here. Dry conditions coming for the weekend. Cooler and windy on Saturday, but we do warm up and the wind calms down for Sunday. So for today, expect a few light snow showers to start this morning. Little accumulation. A wintry mix comes in that could cause slippery conditions on the roadways this afternoon. And this evening, that's when the heavy rain looks to start to come in, and that will last overnight. Our temperature is actually going to increase overnight due to that warm front. And once that warm front moves through, the cold front closely follows. That looks to be late morning tomorrow, early afternoon. And we do see some lake effect snow on the back end of that. Still cold and windy tomorrow. So for today, it's going to be a little bit chilly and windy. We will warm up, but we start out with some snow showers, a wintry mix, then rain. The heavy rain continues overnight. Our temperature will rise overnight as well. The rain changes back over to lake effect snow tomorrow afternoon. afternoon, and we dry out to sunny conditions for the weekend, a little bit cooler as well, Gary.
So bundle up this morning, just not as heavy as yesterday.
Yes, yesterday was very, very cold. It was freezing, but we're right around freezing this morning, so it should be better. It's just windy.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Feels a lot warmer.
Yes, it does.
Hannah, thank you. Damar Hamlin is now Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And if you haven't been outside yet, it feels like a heat wave, doesn't it?
Yesterday was too cold for me here. That made me want to move.
Yeah, 30s today.
Yes, today we are right around 30, and we will reach near 40 today. So we start out with some snow, then mixed precipitation, then rain as we slowly move up.
Yeah, a lot coming ahead.
Yes, a lot coming ahead. So let's take a look now at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Light snow showers to start this moving. This morning, it is moving through Lewis County towards northern Herkimer County. That way, a few light snow showers are possible even south of the Mohawk Valley. So we will continue to see that this morning. Very little accumulation because then we see mixed precipitation come in, which could cause icy conditions. But then quickly after, heavy rain comes in, which will wash away any snow or ice. Skywatchers have us just around freezing this morning, 32 degrees in Westdale and Verona Beach and 29 degrees in Inlet. Looking to the south, we have 33 degrees in Cooperstown, Evanston, and in Lawrence. So we start out with some snow showers. That turns into mixed precipitation this afternoon as a warm front approaches. That warms us up and turns us into heavy rain through tonight and tomorrow. Then the cold front approaches. That turns the heavy rain into some lake effect snow picking up on the back end of this system as we cool down tomorrow afternoon. So for today, expect snow, then mixed precipitation, then rain. Roadways may be a little bit slippery this afternoon, and it is going to be windy both today and tomorrow. I will be getting into more detail about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica Police.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies, a few light snow showers this morning, and we are going to be seeing those snow showers turn to a wintry mix this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. It is going to be cloudy, windy today, and we are going to be seeing snow, then a wintry mix, then heavy rain later on. Here is our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, tracking some snow showers at this point, but shouldn't really be a problem when commuting because they are going to be lighter and they're not really looking to stick. Anything that does stick is definitely going to be washed away later. So what's happening is that there's a warm front moving in that will warm us up. So this snow is going to turn to a wintry mix for a little bit. Road conditions may be a little bit slick this afternoon, but then that turns into all heavy rain as we really warm up, and that lasts through tonight. Then a cold front closely follows tomorrow, and that turns into heavy rain tomorrow morning to some lake effect snow showers again before we come to an end. So today, if you are commuting, shouldn't really be a problem this morning. Nothing should be too slippery yet, but for the evening, we are going to be seeing a wintry mix first and then heavy rain, so slippery conditions and ponding are possible. Snowfall forecast for today on the lighter side, just trace to an inch for the Mohawk Valley and south. A little bit more up in the Adirondacks and north and east of Utica with icy conditions here because that's where the wintry mix will be the heaviest as well. Then we see heavy rain overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we see lake effect snow pick up on the back end of this. The heaviest of it is going to be in Lewis County, northwestern Oneida County, and northern Herkimer County, and a trace to an inch of lake effect snow elsewhere. We do dry out for the weekend with sunshine coming in for both Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a little bit windy on Saturday, and we warm up a little bit more on Sunday. So for today, a few snow showers start this morning. Then we will be seeing a brief wintry mix, the heaviest of it north and east of Utica. Could be a little bit slippery. Then we see heavy rain come in as we warm up to near 40. That rain continues overnight. We actually increase in temperature overnight as this warm front is moving through. Ponding on the roadways is possible, so be careful of that. Then the cold front moves through. That brings in some light lake effect snow showers to our area. That drops our temperature about 10 to 15 degrees as well. And we do remain windy and cold tomorrow. So today we will be windy, starting out with snow, then wintry mix, and then heavy rain. And we will remain windy overnight as the rain continues and our temperature increases. inches. Rain changes over to snow tomorrow afternoon. We remain windy. We remain windy on Saturday, but we do dry out and cool down to some sunshine and sunshine on Sunday.
Look at your forecast on this Thursday afternoon. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us. And Hannah, that snow that we saw this morning has moved on.
Yes, so we are just seeing dry conditions at this point. We did see a few lighter snow showers and some mix this morning, but heavy rain comes in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All the snow and some mixed precipitation has moved out. At this point, our area is dry, but looking towards our southwest, that is where we see this heavy rain coming in, and that is attached to a warm front. So we are going to warm up today, a lot warmer than the past couple of days, highs near 40. We have 33 degrees in Old Forge and Mohawk and 39 degrees in Cooperstown. But it is getting pretty windy because of this unsettled weather. We are measuring at 9 miles per hour wind speeds right now at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, and gusts both today and tomorrow reaching up to 30. So a light wintry mix has since moved out, and we are going to turn to heavy rain for tonight through tomorrow morning. Then we will turn into some lake effect snow on the back end of this tomorrow with little accumulation. So for today, expect that rain to start to come in later this afternoon. It's going to remain windy, but on the warmer side, and I will be talking a little bit more about this, getting into a little bit more detail coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. President Biden is facing new scrutiny.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are still seeing cloudy skies. It's a little bit windy outside, and we are expecting to see rain come in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, roads are a little bit wet. We did see some light snow showers and a wintry mix earlier here today, and now we will be seeing heavier rain moving in later. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we can see dry conditions. The light snow has since moved out, along with mixed precipitation. Moved out a little bit earlier than what we were expecting, but we are going to be dry for the next couple of hours, with heavier rain looking to come in later this afternoon, early evening. It will remain windy, though, because of this low pressure system. So this is all due to a warm front. We are really warming up, and our temperature will continue to warm up overnight as we still track heavy rain overnight. But then this cold front will move through tomorrow late morning, and that will cool us down and bring in some lake effect snow for the back end of this. So this afternoon, Nala and her neighbor Rosie seem to be saying hi to each other. As Rosie is glaring at Nala here. A little bit upset that it's kind of a gloomy day. Some slick spots are possible on the roads now because we did see some snow and mixed precipitation. And for the evening, ponding is definitely possible because we are going to be seeing heavy rainfall associated with this system. So at this point, it looks like the heaviest of rain is going to fall north and east of Utica, as we can see here, getting up to an inch, a little bit over in some spots north and east of Utica, with the rest of the Mohawk Valley and south looking at a half an inch, maybe a little bit over half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of rainfall for this entire event starting tonight and ending tomorrow morning. Then lake effect picks up after the system moves through. It still causes some unsettled weather, fueling lake effect. A little bit is expected, just a trace to an inch for most of us, with 1 to 2 inches expected in the area closest to Lake Ontario, which looks to be Lewis County, northern Herkimer, and northwestern Oneida County. So once again, this doesn't look to be an all-day thing, just tomorrow afternoon, and we dry out tomorrow night. We remain dry for the weekend with sunshine for both days. Really cold and windy on Saturday, but then we will warm up on Sunday. So for the rest of today, expect that heavier rain to come in early evening, I would say 3-4 p.m. Then we start to see our temperature increase throughout the night. High temperatures today will be near 40, and same thing goes for tomorrow. Then in the morning tomorrow, that's when that cold front looks to move through. That brings in some light lake effect snow showers on the back end for the rest of the day tomorrow, but then we do dry out tomorrow night. So for today, expect the snow this morning that we saw changing over to rain for the rest of the day. It's going to remain windy and cloudy, and our temperature will continue to increase overnight as we still see heavy rain. So for tomorrow, that rain will quickly turn over to snow. It looks to be in the morning at this point. We are just going to be seeing a little bit of lake effect snow fueling from this low pressure system. We dry out for windy and cold conditions on Saturday, with a lot of sun returning on Sunday. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. A new study finds that most people who
We are tracking dry conditions at this point. We did see some light snow showers and mixed precipitation this morning that has since moved out. So right now, take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions, but as you can see here, there is rain that is going to be coming in. It is looking to come in, I would say, early evening around 4 or 5 p.m. and it will continue tonight through tomorrow morning. According to our Skywatchers, we are warming up a lot warmer than we have been. 39 degrees in Cooperstown and 34 degrees in Clinton. High temperatures today reach near 40 and we remain around the same temperature overnight as a warm front moves through. Along with this unsettled weather, we are also going to be seeing windy conditions both today and tomorrow. Right now, we are measuring 9 miles per hour wind speed at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. Gusts possibly reaching up to 30 miles per hour. So at this point, we are mostly dry, but we are going to see heavy rain tonight through tomorrow morning, and then we will turn into some lake effect snow on the back end of the system tomorrow later in the morning, and we will dry out tomorrow night. So for today, expect heavier rain to start early evening. It's going to remain windy, and our temperature will continue to rise. I will get into a little bit more detail about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. The powerful head of the
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are seeing cloudy skies, dry conditions at this point. Snow and mix has moved out of our area, but we are going to be seeing heavy rain tonight. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. Roads are still a little bit damp at this hour. There may be some slick spots, so just be careful of that. But we are dry, and we are expecting heavy rain to look to come in, I would say, early evening. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, dry conditions at this point, but we are seeing windy conditions coming out of the southeast, and we are seeing some rain starting to move in. This rain is coming in because of this low pressure system and this warm front. The warm front is warming us up today, and we will remain warm through tomorrow morning. Then that cold front moves through, that drops our temperature and fuels some lake effect snow on the back end. Overall, it looks like we are going to be getting heavy rain at times, but it's not going to be too bad. The heaviest of it is going to be north and east of Utica. We could be getting over an inch in those areas. But for the rest of the Mohawk Valley south, looking at ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain starting this evening through tomorrow morning. And we do see some lake effect snow start fueling on the back end once the cold front moves through. Not a lot, but it is enough to cause some slick conditions possible on the roads. So we're looking at the most amount of snow to fall up in the area closest to Lake Ontario. We're looking at Lewis County, northern Herkimer, and northwestern Oneida, 1 to 2 inches, and a trace to 1 inch for the rest of us for lake effect snow tomorrow. We do dry out tomorrow night, and dry conditions come in for the weekend. We will be seeing partly sunny skies on Saturday. It's going to remain cold and windy, though. The wind calms down a little bit for Sunday, and we see a little bit more sunshine. For the rest of today, we are expecting rain to look to come in, I would say, early evening. It is going to be heavy overnight, and our temperature will remain the same, just around 40 degrees. Tomorrow morning, we will remain pretty warm. Then that cold front moves through in the morning. That fuels some lake effect snow on the back end. You can kind of see here, and it does remain windy and cold tomorrow. Our temperature will slowly drop throughout the day tomorrow, and we dry out tomorrow night. So for today, we saw some snow showers and light mix this morning, turning over to rain. That will happen this afternoon. It is going to remain windy today with cloudy skies, and the heavy rain will continue overnight. For tomorrow, the rain in the morning turns to some light snow, lake effect possibly fueling on the back end of this. Then we will dry out for the weekend, some sunshine coming in for both days, and we remain cold and windy. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Flights in the United States were grounded.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking some rain around here today.
Yeah, widespread rain about ready to move into the area. Keep the umbrella handy if you're heading out this evening. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There's a lot more of that where it came from as we look to the southwest. This is all spreading in our direction, and we're looking at a soggy, soaking rainfall here heading into tonight. Current temperature is 36 degrees, an east wind at 10 miles an hour. Some of this did fall as some snow and a light wintry mix, but as temperatures are now above freezing and will continue to climb above freezing tonight, there won't be any ice issues to contend with. Rain continues this evening. Again, we're going to see rain turn to snow as we get into tomorrow afternoon. The weekend is looking dry across central New York, actually looking pretty nice with a return to sunshine. And some colder temperatures from the North Country to the southern valleys to the Mohawk Valley. Rain tonight Temperatures will be in the 30s. Again, tracking how much rain falls and when it comes to an end, and also how much snow falls in the back end of this, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A man from Herkimer who...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track widespread rain moving into central New York, and it will stay entirely rain as we head into tonight. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, you can see the entire area seeing rain across central New York. A couple of pockets in the deep Adirondacks that may still be seeing some mixing, but as temperatures continue to rise, that is not expected to be an issue as we head into tonight. We look to the west and we can see more rain. In fact, as we put the map in motion here, this is how things have been trending over the past hour. You can see the rain continues to spread in from the south and west, and we'll continue to track that as we head into tonight. Temperature-wise, again, we are above freezing across the board. Dolgeville, 37 degrees, Whitesboro, 36, Westmoreland, 35, across Southern Valleys, Sherburne, 41 degrees, as well as Norwich and Hamilton, 45 degrees in Cooperstown. Taking the dog out for a walk this evening. If you have to go out, grab the umbrella. Temperatures will be in the 30s. Tonight's featured dog is Brittany from Richfield Springs. If you want your dog to be part of this, send pictures in to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. As we look at the radar and satellite image, we've got low pressure swinging in. This is what's driving our weather for now, primarily bringing us rain. On the back side of this, some colder air will wrap in from the west, and we will see a changeover from rain to snow. But with a general absence of really strong cold air, we won't see much of a snow accumulation here. Again, this is primarily rain, and it's soaking rain. I think we pick up more than an inch of rain, and it's going to come down slow and steady. So I think that any flooding issues will be relatively minimal. Some potting on the roadways, though, heading into tonight as well as early tomorrow. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again. Widespread rain continues tonight. Temperatures will slowly rise as we head into tomorrow morning. We start out in the low 40s. Friday morning, again, rain in the morning, a brief round of snow as we head into the afternoon and evening. It'll be light, but we could see some accumulations. Actually, we do expect to see some accumulations from this. A coating of snow to as much as an inch for most of central New York. The hilltops north and west of Utica could pick up 1 to 2 inches where the changeover takes place sooner. And then we get a chance to dry out heading into Friday night. You can see temperatures drop down into the teens. It's cold, but we should see some sunshine as we head into Saturday. Temperatures look to climb into the 20s. Heavy rain tonight, down to 36. Tomorrow, rain turns over to some snow. Some light accumulation is expected, a high of 40. And again, that high happens early in the day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We'll see some sunshine heading into the weekend. That'll be nice. And then a general unsettled weather pattern again Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with showers and temperatures in the upper 30s. So again, a cold rain in January yet again.
The sunshine this weekend. We take the good with the bad. We get the sunshine this weekend, but we have the cold temperatures.
It's a trade-off.
It's a trade-off. All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Millions of people in California after weeks of torrential rain.
As Jay Gray reports, forecasters warn more storms are on the way.
Mother Nature's attack on California continues. 2 weeks of intense rain and devastating floods.
It was really horrific. People had to be airlifted out with helicopters. And it was really devastating to see your town in that level of destruction and to know people who were swept away, in that mud flow.
At least 18 people have died in the storms, more Californians lost than in the last 2 years of wildfires. More than a half of the state's 58 counties have been declared disaster areas. The damage expected to climb above $1 billion. Communities are working to clean up what they can, while forecasters warn in many areas more rain is on the way. Many now bracing for that next round of storms.
Keeping our food, getting to make sure we're loaded up on gas. I bought a couple extra gas tanks for the generator.
Preparing for at least another week of severe weather. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News, NOAA and NASA have released its State of the Climate report, 6th warmest year on record, and the destructive rains in the West are being analyzed.
So we know increases in global temperature will lead to more heat waves. They change the water cycle. And so one of the things you see with warming, changes in warming, are more longer and wider atmospheric rivers, like the ones that are hitting California today. So we know there's a link between warming and the type of events that we're seeing in California.
A closer look at the report at 6:30 right here on WKTV NBC.
Coming up, save the honeybees. Scientists, believe it or not.
Back to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
So, talking about a comet, I know I'm talking about this on a gray, gloomy day, but this comet's going to be in the night sky the whole month. This doesn't have a very exciting name. Comet E3ZTF. We got to come up with a better name than that. Comet Bill? Comet Eric? I don't know. Comet Naughty? Anyway, this was a picture from Steve in Kirkland. This was taken 2 days ago, back when we had clear skies. Again, I'll post information on how to view that. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see that without a telescope or a pair of binoculars. But I'll post more information on this later in the week when we have a clear night to do that. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Widespread rain continues, and it is going to be cloudy tonight. And also some patchy fog, too, with the rain. Temperatures will be in the 30s here tonight. We are tracking some snow on the back end of this weather system that's moving through tonight, and we should see some accumulation with that. We'll take a look at that coming up. Back over to you.
Okay, Bill, thank you. We're following breaking news into the News Channel 2 News.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track widespread rain moving into central New York this evening. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Cavi Tower Cam. It's bouncing around. We do have a wind, but the big story is the wet weather. Once again, it's a cold rain here in January. We've had a lot more rain events this month than we usually do. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, continuing to track widespread rain. The leading edge of some of this heavier rain is beginning to work into central New York, and this is going to lift to the north and east as we head into this evening. So again, if you haven't been seeing the steady rain yet, you will. The rain's going to be picking up here as we head into tonight. Temperature-wise, it's above freezing, so we're not dealing with any mixing. That was a concern earlier, but now that just about everybody is above freezing, that won't be. Barneveld 33 degrees, Schuyler 34, Curtis Corners 34, Mike in New Hartford with 29. Across Southern Valleys, Eaton 40 degrees, Sequoia 41, Cooperstown 41, and Otsego checking in with 42 degrees. Again, the shield of rain moving in from the south as low pressure arrives. As the low heads to the east tomorrow, it will wrap in some cooler air in its wake, and we should see a changeover from rain to snow as we head into tomorrow afternoon. The snow accumulations look to be on the light side when we do eventually see that. Most of this falls as rain. We pick up another inch to an inch and a half of rain. I know there's a saying around here that if we don't get the snow, it leads to a drought, but the rain is just as beneficial in keeping that water table full. We've been getting plenty of rain, even though we haven't had much snow. As we look at our Stern Tracker 2 Skycast, again, rain continues tonight. Some ponding on roadways is possible. I think the risk for flooding is relatively low. I don't think we're going to get enough rain to do that, but we will be talking about a soggy night, and the weather will be wet first thing tomorrow morning. Temperatures start out in the upper 30s. Rain turns over to snow tomorrow afternoon. The snow is generally light, but it is going to be enough to accumulate. We're thinking a general light accumulation for most of central New York. Temperatures will fall throughout the course of the day. Snowfall forecast tomorrow, a trace to an inch of snow for most of central New York. 1 to 2 inches of snow is possible to the north and west, where the snow changes over sooner in the day. Snow showers come to an end as we head into tomorrow night. It's cold. We're down into the teens as we head into Saturday morning. We should see a return to sunshine later Saturday afternoon as winds turn into the north. It looks like a cold day with temperatures in the 20s. Heavy rain tonight, down to 36. Rain turns over to snow tomorrow, an early high of 40 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weekend looks nice. Looking at sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. It's cold Saturday, but it's not quite as cold Sunday. We're up to 37 on Monday. And then some generally unsettled weather returns, some rain and snow showers Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week with temperatures close to 40 degrees. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're tracking the winds as we head into tonight and tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis, who's tracking the forecast.
We're tracking another cold rain in January here. The rain is widespread. It will continue tonight. It does turn over to some snow tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, in the thick of it this evening, the rain will be a little tricky to drive through. It could slow you down, and it also could create some potty on roadways. It becomes steadier and heavier here over the next several hours as low pressure continues to swing through. Temperatures are well above freezing, not really above freezing, but we are 37 degrees. So again, no worries that any of this is falling as any ice or any snow. Our weather headlines: rain continues this evening, rain turns to snow tomorrow afternoon. The weather over the weekend actually looks pretty nice. Here's a preview. You can see sunshine, North Country, Mohawk Valley, Southern Valleys. It does look a lot nicer here, a little colder as we head into the weekend. Rain this evening, temperatures in the 30s. We are tracking that changeover to some snow and how much we can expect to accumulate for tomorrow. And that's coming up. Back over to you.
On the Live at 5 News Hour, we talked about a solar project.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's expected to be a dreary night across central New York. A cold January rain continues across the entire region. Let's take a live look outside. This is our CAV tower cam. The camera's bobbling around from time to time. We do have a wind out there, most noticeable in the higher elevations. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is all rain. Some of this fell as snow in a brief wintry mix earlier today, but as warmer air works in from the southwest, again, that's going to push any chances for a wintry mix off the table. And as we take a look at the bigger picture here, we'll animate this map, show you how things have been changing in the past hour. You can see the motion here from southwest to northeast. So we'll be seeing more rain as we head into tonight across the area. And again, this will eventually turn over to snow as we head into Friday morning. Winds continue tonight as well as tomorrow and Saturday. The winds will be gradually backing off here as we head into the second half of the weekend as some drier air works in. Barneveld 33 degrees, Old Forge 34, Curtis Corners 34 degrees, across Southern Valleys, Cassville 38, Richfield 41 degrees, and Morris checking in with 41, Lyman and Eaton with 40 degrees. So again, temperatures are well above freezing. Radar and satellite image showing low pressure that continues to move in from the southwest. You can see how things are moving along. This back edge of precipitation's just starting to turn to snow on the northwestern side. And as some colder air works in, we will see a changeover by the time it makes its way into central New York. Before rain turns to snow, we pick up a decent amount of rain accumulation. We're thinking more than an inch of rain, maybe an inch to an inch and a half. It's a slow, steady rain. And I do want to point out that oftentimes we talk about the lack of snow concerning or potentially leading to drought conditions in the spring. The thing is, even if we're seeing rain too, it doesn't necessarily matter. The rain's going to keep the water table pretty high. So we have been getting rain, even though we haven't been getting snow. Drought is not going to be a concern, at least anytime soon. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Rain continues. Temperatures stay above freezing. Tomorrow morning, we start out with temperatures close to 40 degrees. Temperatures will fall throughout the afternoon and evening. Rain does turn over to some light snow. We do expect a light accumulation here during the day Friday, a trace to an inch of snow, so just enough to make things bright again. 1 to 2 inches of snow possible north and west of Utica, where the changeover happens sooner. Snow showers as we head into tomorrow afternoon. We do dry out tomorrow night, and it's cold, dry, and sunny as we head into the weekend. Heavy rain tonight, 36 for the low. Rain turns over to snow tomorrow, a high of 40. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Beautiful this weekend. It's colder, but we should see some sunshine. Temperatures near 30. We'll warm up next week with more rain chances heading into Tuesday. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, a former Colgate men's ice hockey cast tonight. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Raining pretty hard in some areas tonight.
Yeah, it's coming down steady. It's pretty much widespread. The rain is causing some visibility issues, some ponding on roadways. Live look at the radar again. The entire area is seeing rain. Temperatures are going to continue to warm up. We're at 39 degrees. This is the warmest we've been throughout the entire day. And that's because we have a surge of warm air working in from the south as low pressure works in from the west. We'll continue to see rain as we head into tonight. Colder air will sweep in from the west during the day tomorrow. So we're going to start out pretty mild tomorrow morning. It might even feel a little warm out there, but as that colder air works in from the west, it will cool down throughout the day. And the big story here is that we are going to see a return to more winter weather here as rain turns over to snow as we head into tomorrow. And there will be some accumulations here too. Rain tonight, we're down to 36. Again, temperatures are going to be holding steady throughout the night. Rain continues even into tomorrow morning before switching over to snow. We're taking a look at how much snow falls, and some colder but drier weather is here for the weekend, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A special counsel will now...
From New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. This is our CAVB tower cam. It's pointed in the parking lot because we have not so great visibility here on Smith Hill. Some fog could be an issue tonight. Again, the big story is the rainfall. As we take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, rain is continuing across the area, and it's falling down at a moderate clip across the area. In fact, we could take a look at rainfall rates. Many places picking up a few hundredths of an inch per hour. That's not a very heavy rainfall. It's steady. It is coming down, but it's not coming down as heavy as it would, say, in the summertime. And again, we're continuing to track more showers to the west as we go ahead and take a look at what's going on across the area. We widen the view out and we look to the west. You can see more rain is approaching. In fact, we'll take a look at how things have changed in the past hour. You can see the rain slowly working in from the west. We're going to be in the thick of this here as we head into tonight. Bigger picture shows an area of low pressure to our west. This is going to track to our east. So again, the bulk of this impacting our area tonight. Notice the back edge here. I wanted to point this out. You're seeing that transition from rain to snow, and colder air will be wrapping around the backside of the system as it moves into our area locally. Before that snow happens, we get a decent amount of rainfall. We're thinking about a half an inch to an inch of rain throughout the night tonight and into the day tomorrow. The rain continues overnight. Temperatures will gradually rise. So we start out tomorrow morning above freezing. We're 39 in Utica, 41 in Herkimer. And then as we head into the afternoon, watch what happens. That colder air works in from the west. We start to see some bands of snow. This is going to be really light. Don't have very high expectations of this. I would be surprised if we got more than just a coating of snow on the ground as temperatures go from above freezing to below freezing throughout the course of the day. Again, snowfall accumulations not much, a trace to an inch for most areas. Areas north and west of Utica could see 1 to 2 inches of accumulation, with the changeover happening slightly earlier in those areas. We do get a chance to clear out tomorrow night. That's going to allow for temperatures to drop into the teens, so it's cold out there Saturday. We'll see a return of sunshine with high temperatures in the 20s. Heavy rain tonight, down to 36. Tomorrow, rain turns over to a brief period of snow. Again, little accumulation is expected, a high of 40, and that high is early in the day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Saturday, 28. It's cold Saturday night. We're into the teens and single digits. Sunday, 32. Sunshine. Looks beautiful Sunday afternoon. Monday, we're up to 37. And then unsettled weather, showers here as we head into early next week.
We'll take those 3 days while we can get them.
The sun will be nice.
Yeah, it will. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up, we're going to take you to Selma, Alabama, where a deadly tornado outbreak has devastated parts of the South. Emergency officials there saying that they're responding to reports of injuries. At least 7 are dead, and they're looking for people who may be trapped. Nearly 200,000 customers without power tonight in states like Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. Isabella Rosales has the latest new tonight.
Oh my God. The National Weather Service confirming a large and extremely dangerous tornado tore through the Selma, Alabama area Thursday afternoon, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Homes and businesses have been torn apart and roads completely cut off by piles of debris. Selma's mayor's office posting on Facebook that the city has suffered significant damage.
Structural damage, trees down, power lines down, and the area is very difficult to access due to debris. But they are working house to house and area to area, looking for people who may be entrapped and those who are injured.
Tornado reports are growing across the South. In Mississippi, Georgia, and central Kentucky, more devastation left behind.
We had a horrible line of storms early this morning. Right here it's 100 miles an hour. You see debris going to the north, east, and southeasterly direction. There were a few 2x4s embedded in the ground, a lot of glass, some roof siding.
Weather experts surveying the damage say winter tornado outbreaks are especially worrisome for them.
I worry more about storms in November through February than I do in the spring. Every time it's warm in the cool season is the worst time.
I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
First look at the forecast tonight. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Still raining heavily. Parts of the area. I mean, we're hearing it up on the roof, so it's coming down pretty good.
It's coming down steady. It's widespread. This is going to continue as we head into tonight. We're also dealing with fog, so just kind of a gloomy night across central New York. We're not going to see very much change in our weather. Temperature-wise, we are way above that freezing mark. Okay, well, maybe not way above it, but a lot above it for not having to be worried about any icing across the area. Again, this is entirely rain. It stays entirely rain tonight. But again, 39 degrees at night for January. It's all about perspective. That is a pretty warm temperature. Temperatures will remain above freezing overnight. We'll see an early high tomorrow morning of around 40, and then it does cool down. Coldest day of the next 7, Saturday, 28 for the high, but we will generally climb back to or above average here as we head into early next week. And this January thaw might end up lasting the entire month. Tonight, looking at rain, a low of 36. This rain does turn to snow. There will be some accumulations here as we head into Friday. We've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A special counsel will now investigate any...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. We're looking into our parking lot this evening. This is our Cadby Tower Cam. We're seeing some fog on Smith Hill, and it's widespread rain across central New York. So definitely want to keep that in mind if you're heading out tonight. This is going to slow you down. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, we're looking at widespread rain that continues across central New York this evening. And there's not really any end in sight here. As we look to the west, we do have more of this on the way. In fact, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at some of the rainfall rates here and show you that even though this is coming down pretty widespread, it's not falling at a really heavy rate. This is a look at rainfall rates per hour with some of our weather stations. You can see small amounts, a few hundredths of an inch per hour. So it's not going to add up really quickly, but again, this is coming down widespread and steady. And as we look at the wider view and we look to the south and west, you can see that there is more rain on the way, and this will be our weather here heading into tonight. The weather over the weekend should improve. We're looking at a return to sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be seasonably cold in the 20s Saturday and into the low 30s on Sunday. As we look at the radar and satellite image, again, we look at the bigger picture, and I want to point something out to the west here. Look at what's happening on the very left-hand side of this system. You're seeing this changeover from rain to snow. That's because some cold air is being wrapped in on the back side of this. This will be our weather for tomorrow. Before we see that changeover, we do pick up about an inch of rain. And again, it's coming down at a slow, steady clip. Very beneficial rain. We're going to continue to see that here tonight. Temperatures will remain above freezing. We start out tomorrow morning wet. Wet for your morning commute. Temperatures in the upper 30s. The transition takes place in the late morning to early afternoon from rain to snow. The snow is not expected to be all that heavy. Really not causing much of a problem either. Temperatures will be slowly falling below freezing. We will be below freezing for the most part by 5 p.m. So after dark, do watch out for a few icy spots developing, mainly on standing water, untreated surfaces. And temperatures will fall below freezing tomorrow night. Trace to an inch of snow is expected on the backside of this weather system. Again, a light accumulation, just enough to whiten things up. Really not much to cause any big problems on the roadways. As we get into tomorrow night, skies will gradually clear out. We'll see some sunshine on Saturday. Looks like a beautiful day, but it will be colder. These temperatures Saturday afternoon in the 20s. Rain tonight down to 36. Rain turns to snow tomorrow, an early high of 40. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's colder over the weekend. Saturday's high 28. We're down into the teens and single digits Saturday night. Sunday looks beautiful, 32. And we're up to 37 on Monday. Some rain showers return heading into Tuesday. So some seasonably cold weather on the way. Also, too, do want to mention a few icy spots tomorrow evening. This is not a flash freeze. It's just going to take a while to cool off. But that doesn't mean we couldn't have a few icy spots after dark.
Just keep in mind of that.
Yes.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill. Coming up next, we're going to take you to Selma, Alabama. A deadly tornado outbreak has devastated parts of the South. Emergency officials say they're responding to reports of injuries, at least 7 dead, and they're looking for people who may be trapped in the rubble. Nearly 200,000 customers without power there across 3 states, Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. Isabella Rosales is the latest in this story, new tonight.
Oh my God. The National Weather Service confirming a large and extremely dangerous tornado tore through the Selma, Alabama area Thursday afternoon, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Homes and businesses have been torn apart and roads completely cut off by piles of debris. Selma's mayor's office posting on Facebook that the city has suffered significant damage.
Structural damage, trees down, power lines down, and the area is very difficult to access due to debris. They are working house to house and area to area, looking for people who may be entrapped and those who are injured.
Tornado reports are growing across the South. In Mississippi, Georgia, and central Kentucky, more devastation left behind.
We had a horrible line of storms early this morning. Right here it's 100 miles an hour. You see debris going to the north, east, and southeasterly direction. There were a few 2x4s embedded in the ground, a lot of glass, some roof siding.
Weather experts surveying the damage say winter tornado outbreaks are especially worrisome for them.
I worry more about storms in November through February than I do in the spring. Every time it's warm in the cool season is the worst time.
I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
Up next, Spencer's in at the sports station.